Welcome to the Three Men and a Podcast with me, Verzo.
Me, Parky.
And me, Hammy.
So we're just three middle-aged blokes just going to talk nonsense. What do you think, boys?
We've been very good at it.
Yeah.
For many years of practicing.
Yeah, as you say, no warm-ups required. We just sit here and we're just going to talk some nonsense.
Apart from Dolly Parton.
All right, boys, episode 6, and we're going to pop back to episode 4 when we done the male top table of 6. So we're going to do the female equivalent. So, come on, boys, we need 6 of your greatest ever female music stars. And who's that has ruined my podcast?
I do apologise.
But I'm not editing.
Time for my pills.
Yeah, I'm not editing or stopping. So you're an old man. You have to have an alarm to tell you to take your pills. So let's do your top 6. So I think when we done the table 4, we discussed putting Dolly Parton on the table, didn't we?
Yeah, she was one of the ones we, out of all the...
I think the consensus at the time was we'll do it because we need to have her on there.
So shall we start it off with Dolly Parton then?
Yeah, let's start with Dolly. Let's get Dolly in there.
Yeah.
She's done a lot. She's written a lot of
let's,
songs. She's
You know,
done
she
a lot.
wrote Jolene and I Will Always Love You on the same day.
Let's put Dolly in the mixture anyway. So. I'll be in the mix.
Do you know what? It takes all sorts.
We always manage to get some sweets in, don't we?
We do, yeah.
Midget gems.
Midget
all
gems,
sorts.
Dolly mixtures.
We had roses in the last episode.
Roses, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like chocolate. They're like cheap quality sweet.
Oh, I thought it was West he was on about.
No. I was on about flowers, really.
Oh, not Rose West.
Listen to episode 5, guys. You'll know what I'm rambling on about.
Yeah.
Which you should have done already.
Dolly's in.
And once you've listened to it, subscribe and share it on your socials.
Tell your friends. Tell your family.
So, who's next to her?
Well, you just said Cher, so maybe Cher's worth considering.
I don't think so.
You know,
She hasn't written a single note, lyric. She's just a
Puppet, isn't she?
she's a puppet.
she's a puppet. All right.
She looks
I
younger
did-
now than she did when she
I
was
did
17.
like you in Mermaids.
I think she's a decent actress, better actress than a singer.
His kiss out of the way. That one, yeah.
Was that?
Yeah.
I'm in love. That song, what was that one? It got to number 1?
I believe.
That was bloody awful.
Yeah.
You sounded like you were doing an impression of. You remember
Vic
like,
Reeves.
Vic Reeves. Vic Reeves, club singer, wasn't it? When he was
Ranu.
yeah, that Vic Bob. So Dolly's in.
Now,
I'm
Dolly's
gonna,
there.
I'm going to chuck one who's been around a while. Madonna.
Yes.
Well, yeah, she's changed with the times. She may be a bit...
Again, to
Look a
use
bit
your
odd now, but-
to use your favourite saying, your favourite podcast saying, she transcends a lot, mate, doesn't she?
Does transcends a lot of eras, mate. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
She came on the scene, 84,
Yeah.
84-ish. I think her first appearance was on the Tube in a nightclub doing Holiday.
I thought she was sitting on the Northern Line. What are you doing on my chair?
Try not to fall off it.
Now, so if you talk about 80s,
Oh, she's very good.
she's been going for
talented.
40 odd years, getting on for 50 years, and
I like most of her
I couldn't
genres.
name any of her recent songs,
No.
but she's still producing albums and they're still selling. I think that's the key to it as well. And does she write?
She writes her stuff.
Yeah.
She co-writes and she comes up with the ideas. She comes up with the start. She, a bit like what David Bowie used to do. He used to come up with the genres and
So she's on the table
character.
until she's oosted.
oosted.
I think she deserves to be there.
I think so far, I think the two there are deserved to be there. Let's put someone in there who's
I still think Peter Shilton probably should have wiped her out with that punch in the 1986 game.
I wondered where you're going with that at the moment. I thought, Peter Shilton, I know he tweets wrongly at the moment, but I don't know if he's not women about.
You've got two definite, more or less. I can't really think of a reason why we're going to knock them two off. You could pick a few that probably wouldn't get on there, like Sonia or someone like we saw Sonia last year. Absolutely,
Now,
diamond ginger.
she was all right, wasn't she?
It's fun, bit of fun, isn't
Yeah.
it? Nothing special.
Fanta pubes, isn't it?
And the pubes.
A minute ago, you poo-pooed Cher because she doesn't do any of her writing, producing. So on that basis,
Sonia doesn't either. I thought Sonia wasn't a serious option.
you're not selecting Kylie on that basis then?
I love Kylie, and people know I love Kylie.
Yeah, what about music?
No, I love her music. I loved a couple. 3 years ago she did a.
I love it so much, can't remember what it's called.
No, she did the Glastonbury icon spot, and she was brilliant. It was a wonderful hour.
Transcend gender. She's done the bubblegum pop.
But
she's done indie.
She doesn't write her own music. But she even had Manic Street Preachers.
But we don't have to have the writing thing in there.
I think it helps. I think
you don't like
people who write their own stuff and produce them, people like, let's be honest, Kate Bush has got to be on there.
Well, I've told Kylie to pack her bags and get herself ready because there might be a seat.
I like
for her.
Kylie. There might still be a seat for her.
Give it 40 minutes.
She's ahead of those which don't.
She's definitely
write their own stuff.
She's definitely ahead of Sonia.
Oh, she's ahead of Sonia.
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
She was right in EastEnders, though, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Plays a good trumpet. And you might have a story about her.
I've danced with Sonia from EastEnders. Come on, people don't want to know that, do they? They do.
They do.
Kate Bush.
Wonderful woman. Love her. Absolutely unique. Music is fantastic.
Don't she screech a bit though?
Okay. She writes wonderful, wonderful music. She is totally unique. She's an icon. She's just recently had a #1 because of the Stranger Things program.
But do you think, as an artist, she's lazy?
No.
She don't do a lot.
She's a dancer.
I don't mean in that respect. I know she gets.
She writes everything. She produces everything.
The fact that she doesn't
promote it. Is that what you're saying?
Or
she has massive gaps between albums.
between producing albums.
When you're that good, that probably gives her that right to do that. That's a bit arrogant, I suppose, but I can't blame her for that. She stopped to bring up her son.
Yeah.
She said, "I'm bringing up my son now," for 12 years. That was the reason she stopped. Just like the lead singer of Talk Talk stopped to bring up his children.
Yeah. You got
well done. Rick Moranis gave up being an actor to bring up his children.
I thought it was because he was shit.
Well, maybe it was shit, but, but Norman Wisdom did. Gave up his American career to bring up his children.
Really? Yeah. That's quite nice when that happens, isn't it? Which is right.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
I like Whitney Houston.
Again,
she
was
sing?
a puppet, wasn't she?
She just sang. She sang.
She sang well, though. She sang well.
Oh, an outstanding singer, but a bit controversial. She sang for the white audience.
I wouldn't get her to run me a bath.
I think. I've been funny, but the African American population of America didn't like her at first because she was singing white songs for the white audience.
Okay, yeah.
The initial.
Didn't know that.
Initial few years. That's what. If you watch the film about her.
Oh yeah, I've not seen it. Kate said to me, "Do I want to go and watch it?" Keep going for you, but
they
quite enjoyed it.
They endeared to her later in life, but at first they saw her as a sellout.
Who plays her in that film?
No, not that. I'm talking about the documentary film.
The doco, yeah.
I don't watch
He
bios.
keeps playing footsie with me. You're missing out.
Yeah.
He's basically giving me a bit of a James Blunt. Getting the semi by the sea.
We're not far from the sea here, are we? Again, I'm pointing over there. No fucker can see it, can they? We'll have to YouTube this one down.
And to be fair, the sea's
it's probably there.
Not that way. I would have thought.
Is that way?
It's
Maybe it's all over actually.
Yeah.
We're surrounded by sea. We're an island.
Yeah. I fucking never know where the sea is.
So yeah, I'm not so up on me female music, but I'm trying very hard to think of ones here.
Now, I'm going to pop in.
Annie Lennox.
Yep.
Writes her own stuff. Writes the theme tune. Sings the theme tune.
Now, for me, she does do herself, but one of my favourite, in fact, my all-time favourite Annie Lennox song is a cover version. No More I Love Yous.
Is that a cover version? I never knew that.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
It's a friend, but it's one of the
wonderful.
It's just one of the greatest covers of all time.
I saw her on a YouTube video just the other day with her singing with her daughter.
Her daughter's fantastic.
And she still sounds as good as she did singing There Must Be an Angel. She was singing, and she's in her 60s.
Now,
wonderful voice.
I'm going to chuck in a couple of Americans in here. 3. I'm going to chuck in...
The Three Amigos.
Carole King.
Yeah. Great songwriter.
Joni Mitchell.
Wonderful.
Joan Baez.
I love Joan Baez, yeah.
And
More-
Parky
well-
sort of looking at me there. As
Joan
if-
Baez is more of your political friend
Don't
of
know any of
Bob
those. I've
Dylan
heard
type
them,
of.
but I don't know.
I love Joan Baez, and she's very nice. And
but
there's other Americans you can put in there. There's obviously who's that one who's in Horses? Oh, sort of punk, mid-70s.
Oh, Patti Smith.
Patti Smith.
There's Patti
Very good.
Smith. Then you've also got, if you look down the countryway, you've got Linda Ronstadt, you've got Tammy Wynette, you've got Billy Joe Spears, but you've got Bobby Gentry, who's got an amazing voice. Karen Carpenter, amazing voice.
Karen Carpenter, yes. Probably gathered I'm not a big fan of country, so sort of,
See that's
puts a bit of shiver down.
possibly country music is one of the biggest influences in
Oh yes,
my
I
musical
understand.
choices
I
because of
understand.
my mum and you look at the stuff I like. Yeah, your Paul Heaton's, that's country tinged. Proclaimers is
I mean,
country tinged.
some of mine is country tinged, what I like, but actual proper country music, I find
I'm looking around.
mainly men find
Yeah,
disgusting.
I'm looking around my my
The only woman
wall.
you've got is Mrs. Mangle.
yeah, Mrs. Mangle and Jackie Abbott from The Beautiful South, and the Queen only because she's on a Sex Pistols poster. See now, I'm like Parky, where I'd say 95% of my musical choices feature male vocalists.
Another great vocalist of mine is the lead singer of I've forgotten the name of the band, but Liz Fraser from the Grange Mouth. Oh, what are they called? Cocktail Twins.
Yeah, your Cocktail Twins.
I love
yes.
the Cocktail Twins.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't put her down as a great.
Um,
I don't think she deserves to be on the
What
top
about
table.
Debbie Harry?
Debbie Harry, yes, she wrote with a
Chris
then
Stein.
boyfriend.
Yeah, Chris
They wrote
Stein,
all
wasn't it?
well, they did a couple of cover versions, but most of it was written by them.
But she didn't have a great solo career, did she?
No, French Kissing in the USA.
Yeah.
But she was probably most of ours first love.
Yeah.
I'm seeing her on top of the pops when you're 12.
But then Kim Wilde,
Oh yeah,
she sang "You Came," and I certainly did.
Kim Wilde. She did a lot of songs. Her
I'm
brother
glad you
wrote,
didn't come over her other one, which
Her
was Kids in
brother wrote-
America.
her brother wrote those songs.
Yeah, he did. Now I saw her dad, Marty,
Marty.
in the Labour Club, and that's the second greatest gig in Felixstowe Labour Club. First greatest gig in the Labour Club was Chaz and Dave. When Ivan Cole was on the committee there, and he said, "I'm going to get a couple of big names up here," and he did. He got Chaz and Dave and Marty Wilde, and they were fantastic.
Lovely.
But again, we're off on a little tangent here again.
We go going back to the 60s. You've got
Dusty.
Dusty Springfield. That's what I was
Yeah.
trying to think of. Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, I'm struggling a bit with this one because I can remember some indie bands I liked
Ruby Murray?
in the 90s with female singers, Sleeper,
Louise Weiner.
Lovely.
and even Keris Matthews, Catatonia. They're not going to be good enough to be on the top table.
No.
But I didn't mind.
Who was Saffron? What group was she in?
I know that.
Singer Saffron.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
She
She had to play people's hair, didn't she?
shouted out from the rooftop.
I'm
Ready to go. Yeah.
They played that at the Glastonbury. did that.
Sound machine.
Yeah, they were at the Glastonbury we went to, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I know who you mean, but
Yeah.
I can't remember. But there's going to be a lot of good ones about. I think if we are going to be strict on
Diana Ross.
songwriting and
Yeah.
stuff, we're going to limit our options.
I think.
We need to go for ones that
Yeah.
do what it says on the tins or
I
something.
think because all three of us, through personal choice and nothing against the artists whatsoever, we do tend to listen to more male-orientated music. We're going to have to we're going to open up to everybody. This table will only get 4 people on there. That won't be fair. So we're
Well,
going
I'm going to have to insist on Kate Bush.
we'll have a little think. I'm just going to press stop just so I can go and replenish the drinks. Then we'll come back and we'll start putting bums on seats, as they say. Right, boys, part 2. So I think, if I remember rightly, we've got Dolly Parton, we've got Madonna, we've got Kate Bush
Yeah.
as 3 bums on seats. And
Three empty chairs there.
yeah,
to fit.
and we, in the last part, we rattled off some names. We've got a few more, haven't we? We've got the modern ones. We've got Amy Winehouse.
Yep. I love both her albums. Fantastic. She wrote her songs. She had her difficulties, as we all know. It's well documented, but wonderful, wonderful singer.
Yeah. It's,
I still listen to her music now. So that's an
and you come up one party, didn't you? A lot of big selling LPs recently.
Yeah, not everyone's cup of tea, but Adele
Well, yeah.
has obviously sold millions of records, and
So
she writes her own
You've
stuff.
got to give her a
It's a
credit.
bit samey.
It's not
Yeah,
it's not
but-
the music I go and buy.
But you understand why people like it.
Of course, yeah. And as you say, we have lifted
I think she's got to be
restrictions
up there, Adele.
Yeah, we've lifted the restrictions a little bit, and we said that you don't have to write your own stuff. You don't have to produce your own stuff. But
it
she does
helps.
it all. She does it
But
all.
it
doesn't
does
she?
help.
And she writes an album every time that she splits up with a boyfriend.
let's
So
hope
I'm
we-
really hoping her next boyfriend is long term.
Yeah. Hope she celebrates a silver wedding at some soon.
yeah.
In the next 25 years, obviously.
Thank you.
But no, we joke apart. Yeah, she's not our cup of tea. But if we're doing this properly and critiquing people properly, she has to be there or thereabouts.
She must
on
be
that
one of the
top table.
best-selling female
I mean,
artists of all time.
Yeah,
She must
you,
be.
you got plenty. Obviously, the late 90s girls, Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears. They were puppets, but they were greatly entertaining for everybody. And,
Just for you, Hammy, I think.
well,
Yeah.
I didn't dislike
Is that
their
what you-
videos.
Is that what you call it these days? Greatly entertaining.
I think one of her videos was bordering on the Prince Andrews, wasn't it?
Christina Aguilera.
No,
Britney.
Britney.
Well, both of them. Christina Aguilera's the boxing ring one.
Is that what you say to your missus of an evening? I'm just off upstairs to greatly entertain myself. Won't be long.
You can go back to the original, young people, the black artists who were fun. I can't think of their names now, but they were really good.
Billie Holiday.
Billie Holiday, Aretha Franklin,
Yeah, Billie Holiday. What?
who is related to Whitney Houston.
Yeah, beautiful
arm to
voice
believe.
and a beautiful person, Billie Holiday.
Yeah, wonderful, absolute drunk, but great.
An absolute drunk. Yeah.
I've seen a documentary of her life. Absolute.
Strange Fruit. It's
What a-
it's
I
one of
mean-
the greatest protest songs ever
I mean, I
written.
have that on my. It's a wonderful song. And when I first heard that, I didn't know what that was about. Then I realised what it was about and thought, oh my god,
Dionne Warwick. We mentioned her, have we?
true. Debbie Gibson.
See, you have to get silly, don't you?
What?
But
You like Debbie Gibson?
I do, yeah. Bubblegum Pop. Her Out of the Blue album is brilliant. I stole that from the library.
Oh, you rebel!
So
Did you pre-plan that, or did you just
When me and my friends were on
do it out of the blue?
on YTS,
That's
and-
awful.
YTS Painting and Decorers, we stole from Woolworths Nick Cayman's 12-inch of his song.
apparently he did have a 12-inch. Nick Cayman.
And we got
Was he one
outside
of
and
the jeans
said,
had
why
that
did
voice?
we steal
Yeah.
that? Why did we steal
Well,
that? We
it's
didn't
like-
want it.
One of the Durrant brothers, and I think it might have been
Careful.
the elder Durrant brother, stole Paul McCartney's Spies Like Us down his trousers from Woolworths.
Terrible song.
I know.
Awful song. That was.
Yeah. What about Linda McCartney?
What about Yoko Ono?
Oh, don't. Do you know what?
The Double Fantasy album is a great album, apart from one of them.
As I said to you, if they took Yoko Ono off Double Fantasy and just called it Single Fantasy, it'd be one of the greatest albums ever made.
It's a wonderful album.
There is a John Lennon and Yoko Ono song called 2 Minute Silence, and that's Yoko's best song because it is 2 minutes silence. Yeah, awful. And I'm surprised she's not been on I'm a Celebrity yet. She's lived off Dead Beat for 42 years.
Hey, boom, boom.
Don't get me started.
That was funny the 17th time ago.
Yeah, and I think I might have used it on a previous podcast.
I think you may have done. Yes. Well, let's have a little think then.
So,
Cilla Black.
do you know what you're saying that as a joke?
I'm not.
She was
I'm not.
fantastic.
I'm thinking Liverpool. I'm thinking Cilla Black.
Again,
Priscilla White.
a puppet,
Well, not of them were in the 60s, apart from when
But-
the Beatles came along.
but a great puppet. I mean, her voice.
Very good singer.
Yeah, a lot of people
Step
just
inside, love.
a lot of people just think Cilla Black, surprise, getting up at the end and doing that song when her voice was past it. But when she was at
She
her
has
time,
a lot of hits.
yeah, her
She
voice
sang
was
that
phenomenal.
To Sir With Love.
No, that was Lulu.
No, I think it was her.
No, it was Lulu.
Oh, it was her.
Yeah, it was Lulu.
She's done one film. She had a massive hit with one.
Why can't we put Lulu in there?
I saw her on something the other day.
Yeah, she annoys me because
She looks about 11 and she's about 92.
yeah, and she'd always do
Was she one of the Masked Singers or something?
And she put, it might have been, yeah.
Yeah.
She put on a fake Scottish accent even though she left Scotland when she was about 14.
Yeah,
She's not been...
and she
She ain't getting on the top table, is she? Let's be honest.
No,
She's
she's
only
not,
like one
no.
or two hits.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, don't shout about it.
And,
Hey!
and there was rumours that she fucked Jason Orange.
Yeah, I think that's quite true. And Robin Gibb, obviously, she's married to him.
Yeah,
Did he not fuck her?
I think
It
she.
depends.
I think she might have. What was they called him? What our future king likes apparently.
She asked him to relight her for her.
You want me to say pegging on the radio, Jamie, don't you?
It's not the radio.
Oh, good. We're all right then.
We're okay.
Yeah,
This is not radio. Welcome to Radio 4.
I think with your potty mouth, I don't think I could trust you coming on my radio show.
Oh, come on, one of these days. I can do this.
I think you could, mate.
I can do it.
Yeah, you can. I'd like you on there because
Local businessman Adam Park.
Yeah, back off.
Is this recorded yet, Jamie?
I think. Do you know what? We're going around a little bit of a tangent here because this is possibly our first podcast where we're struggling to actually. Put
We
on
are
the
struggling.
seats.
It was always going to be a difficult one.
It's not
Careful
sexism.
what we promise.
Ladies, we're
Yeah.
not being sexist. It's just our choice of music is mainly male dominated.
And I could reel as I say I could reel off, which I have done, 4 or 5 country singers, and
I love Portishead.
Is Adele getting on there?
I think Adele's on there.
So we've now got Dolly,
Kate
Madonna, Kate Bush,
and Adele.
So we've got 2 to fill.
Yeah,
I mean, I love Beth Gibbons, the lead singer of Portishead. Wonderful album, but not good enough to get on the top 10.
No, it's-
Possibly one of my favourite albums of all time.
It's a great album, and I played
Sour Times,
Sour Times on the radio the other day, didn't I?
brilliant song.
Yeah.
I believe that was my.
It was your choice, mate. It was your choice.
It's a great song,
Portishead.
great album, great days.
So we've got 4. Let's have a little thing. Debbie Harry from Blondie, but
Because she not just because of what she's done musically, she broke barriers.
she did.
She probably helped a lot of women come through in the 80s, don't you think? A lot of arm movements would be there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and you're right. A lot of young girls who thought, do you know what, I could do it because that male-dominated environment.
She was in control.
Yeah,
What about Toya?
She was the first woman who was in control. Toya, very good.
You like Toya, don't you?
yeah.
I
We
do.
seen
We
Toya
saw
live, and
She was brilliant. 64,
64 bouncing around that stage like she was a
brilliant.
teenager. She was
She was very
very,
entertaining.
very good entertainer, performer. Singing probably wouldn't make 4th or 5th table.
No.
4 or 5 reasonable songs in the 80s.
Bit like
nothing
Ian Brown.
special.
Great showman, can't sing Annie, let's be honest.
Yeah,
He can't sing live at all. I've seen him live. Basically, they just turn the bass up twice as loud so you can't hear his voice.
Debbie Harry is a decent shout, I think.
I think
We
Debbie Harry.
haven't really gone down the Motown-y type era thing.
Well, I
have
think-
we?
I
With,
think
your Diana
we can't
Rosses and all
ignore
that. You
those,
can't
can
ignore
we?
that.
yeah, Diana Ross.
Ronnie Spector.
You got
Baby, that is one of the greatest songs ever made.
which one?
Baby Love.
Yeah,
It's wonderful
I
song.
mentioned earlier Dionne Warwick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Whitney. we
still
spoke
happy with
about,
Billie
and Whitney
Holiday.
Houston.
But again,
Aretha
Dionne
Franklin.
Warwick was a puppet.
She,
She was predominantly had songs written by Burt Bacharach.
Gladys Knight.
Gladys Knight and the Pips, yeah. It's going to be a struggle
There's
to
a
fill
lot there.
these.
Carole King, I think, was a good shout from earlier.
Yeah.
Because of her songwriting prowess as well.
Yeah, but I think
That's what she's mainly known for, is her songwriting prowess.
see her album Tapestry is one of my all-time favourite LPs. Then Joni Mitchell probably.
If she's just stopped to start painting. So
Yeah.
she'd rather paint than sing. Wonderful singer. I love some of her songs.
The
They're wonderful.
album Blue is a great album.
She's wonderful, wonderful person, but not enough output for me.
Is Kylie getting on there?
I love
She's been around a long, long time, hasn't she? Is she
40.
still doing,
Has she done 40
Yeah.
years? She's done 40
She's
years.
the 40 years, yeah. And I've done a lot of them with her.
Yeah, let's put Cardi
40
on there.
years.
I love her.
Is she really?
Well,
Yep.
no,
Well, that's
it'll
more
be
like 40 years from Neighbours.
It's she's
No,
been in the
maybe
entertainment industry 40 years. So if you think her first song actually came
Since
out
we've known her,
in
maybe
88,
35.
so she's done 35 years. It's her 35th year.
35, 36 years.
Her fourth decade.
Yeah.
She's the same
And
age as
she's
me.
still tidy, so let's stick her in.
bang
That's
tidy.
my candy.
That's great input, mate. That's you're breaking down these barriers where we're trying not to be sexist. Oh, I want to fuck her. She's in.
I didn't say that. You did.
Not actually say that.
Didn't you?
Yeah. Sorry, listeners.
I think at the moment is listener. I think we're going to have a little break there, and then we'll come back and we'll finalise that top table, boys.
Okay.
See, he does know. See, he knows.
Bette Midler.
Bette Midler, Wind Beneath My Wings, fantastic song.
Bjork. Which I actually love Bjork,
Yeah, but don't she scream a lot, make a lot of noise?
but I only like her first 2 albums.
Yeah.
And I like to
Was
stuff
she
with these sugar
in
cubes.
the icebergs? No?
Sugar cubes, I just said it. Yeah.
Sugar cubes,
Nice.
not sugar babes.
Sugar cubes.
That'd be a bit different when if Bjork was in the sugar babes.
Sugar cubes.
It's got to be her turn though.
A song-
Everyone's been in the sugar babes, haven't they?
They're all back. The originals are back now.
I haven't been in the sugar babes.
I've tried to be in the Sugar Babes, but they wouldn't
Yeah.
let me.
We were supposed to not be having this kind of conversation.
Well, you started it with Kylie Minogue in it.
Tracy Chapman.
She's got a fast car. That's all she's got.
Now, here's one. I
Nina
think it's-
Cherry.
Here's one I think is... Yes, I like Nina Cherry. Seen her live twice at Glastonbury.
He said Nina, you said Nina. Let's got the whole thing off.
Nina.
Uh,
Swedish.
Nina. Her name is Nina, isn't it?
And she played with
no,
Massive
no.
Attack before they were called Massive Attack. They're called the Wildbat.
I believe.
And
you
she
know-
mentions that in one of her songs.
did you know during the
Lauren
war,
Hill.
she's racist,
Ooh.
didn't she? She got done for racism against white people, didn't she?
Did she?
Yeah, I'm sure she did.
Not entirely sure.
I might have misheard that.
Allegedly.
During the war,
During the war, back off.
when it
How
was
was
the
it?
first Gulf War, Massive Attack had to change their name to Massive.
Yeah, in America.
Ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, Nina Cherry.
I like-
I don't follow modern music much, but I believe.
Modern, that's 30 years ago.
No.
No, she's had her
me
own
finish.
career.
Sorry, mate.
Her daughter.
Her daughter's Mabel, isn't it?
Yeah, Mabel.
Maple Cherry.
No, she's
It's
just
just Mabel.
She's called Mabel, but she's Holly. Like my daughter's 19, she likes Mabel.
Mabel.
Hammy's daughters.
My daughters told me about Mabel, and I realised that's Nina Cherry. I used to look like Nina Cherry.
You used to, yeah.
You used to get greatly entertained by Nina Cherry.
Yes, I did see her live twice at the Glastonbury. I went the same.
That brother had
me and
cups
Jamie
on
went to, and the Glastonbury went to
Eagle Eye?
later.
Eagle Eye.
Eagle Eye Cherry.
He was my action man. Eagle Eye Action Man, remember him?
Eagle Eye Cherry.
No, Eagle Eye Action Man.
We're just going off on tangents because we can't think of the last two.
I know, and this is really bad.
He used to play for Leeds. The other brother, Trevor.
Trevor Cherry.
Yep.
He was a good player. Peter Madeley. Which
What's Peter Madeley?
Trevor Cherry was a good player. Peter,
What's Peter Madeley got to do with?
I was thinking Leeds players.
Peter Lorimer.
Yeah.
Who else we got? David Harvey.
He was the goalkeeper with moustache.
He was.
Alan Clark.
Yeah, sniffer.
Another shit bloody
Yeah. Anyway, so we've got Annie on the
Lincoln
table.
manager.
We've got Dusty. No, we haven't got Dusty.
No,
We've got
but
Dolly
we could.
Parton. We've got Adele. We've got Madonna.
We've got Kate.
And we've got Kate Bush.
Yeah, that's a good four.
Great four.
Did we put Debbie Harry on there? Did we? I thought before.
I thought we
break,
did.
I thought we
she's got a
decided on
table,
that.
but it's not secure. It's
In,
not been-
in terms of voice, in terms of just voice, are we thinking someone like an Aretha Franklin or Whitney Houston?
Whitney Houston's.
if you're going
Without
for
doubt,
voice,
the
I'm going
best
to go
singer.
the other end of the scale and put Karen Carpenter in there. Voice of an Angel.
Good drummer.
Yeah. Singing drummers that you want to fuck. You chose Phil Collins. Unlucky.
No, Jack Required.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I
Yeah,
liked him in Miami Vice.
I think I just remember Whitney Houston being really.
You want Whitney?
She's
don't
very
you?
good. She's
I
very,
just think she
very,
had a
very,
tremendous
very,
voice. I
very,
really do.
very.
It's sad what happened to her as well. I just think she had a tremendous voice.
Yeah.
Amy
Yeah.
Winehouse.
Is it-
Amy
I'll tell you what I
Winehouse.
was upset about. She was going to be the face of Radox.
You like to mention Radon.
I fucking love
To be
Radon.
fair, though, I'm doubting they're going to sponsor us now after that one.
Nah,
See, you fucked it again, Verzo, didn't you?
we'll have to go down the old Imperial Leather route, I think. Yeah.
We're never going to get a sponsor, but that's life, boy. How have we gone from female singers to fucking soap? How did we get there?
Because you're
Because he always wants to talk about soaps.
no, it's not about names. You've already mentioned Mrs. Mangill.
I kind of want to diversify the table a bit. That's why I want Whitney in there. I think Amy Winehouse would
I
be
think we
great
need
shout
a
as
soul
well.
sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Amy Winehouse would be great as well. Can you imagine that 6? What a great
Amy
table it'd be.
Winehouse. I mean, a white Jewish girl to have a voice like that.
astonishing.
Dolly's got some country influences, hasn't she?
Yeah.
And you've got Madonna's
See,
very hard to judge.
Dolly-
genre.
Pop with lots of genres.
Whitney Houston's biggest song was written by Dolly.
Yes. Was.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But
I Will
yes.
Always Love You. Yeah.
Thanks, mate. I think a lot of you too.
It was taken from the film, the biggest
You fed that quite well, didn't you?
the biggest little whorehouse in Texas.
Got the address?
It's in Texas, mate. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Big old place.
Just got to Google flights to Texas, won't be long. Anyway, no, I think if you just try and imagine it in your head, the table's real. Would
Yeah.
it be good to have?
Of course
It's got to have a generic
but they're there. The people are there. We're not picked any dead
who
ones.
transcend all the genres.
Oh, yes. We can't have Amy Winehouse because
Why?
we said no dead ones for the men.
Oh yes,
Correct.
good shout.
Sorry that you're dead, Amy.
Whitney Houston's dead.
Shit, that's 2 gone.
Fucking hell, we need a bigger table.
We're killing them off, aren't we? Can we just check that Dolly's still alive,
I'm
please?
just going to Google Dolly. Please don't die, Dolly. Fuck's sake. No,
So
Dolly.
yeah, I've just blown us apart there with our own rules.
Brilliant.
Sorry, boys.
No,
Oh, yeah.
so
Let's rule them out.
in
They're
that
gone.
respect, I'm having. I'm not having it. I've got to put it up for discussion. But I want someone like Joan Baez or Bobby Gentry, and I'll probably
Are they alive?
yes,
Joan Baez.
probably Joan Baez. Yeah.
I preferred Bobby Jones.
So with your
Your poet type
You-
singer.
your black singer, because that's where you go for the sort of that sort of
Soul,
sing-
I'd
soul.
rather say. rather than-
Yeah, I was struggling. Yeah, I'm sorry, people. Do we want? Aretha Frank's dead, isn't she?
I think she died recently.
Yeah,
They're all dead, aren't they?
I think they're all dead. I think we've got to have Sonia.
Is she our soul sister?
Yeah, I think so. Fucking Sonia. You'll never stop me from loving you.
Oh, that's your own
That was
feelings.
number one when I was in Benidorm in 1989.
Oh,
So we're now back to 4
what? Charlene Spiteri.
from Texas. Maybe she's got that whorehouse from Parky.
I think we're struggling massively here.
Yeah.
Especially because I picked 2 ones I like and they're dead.
Yeah.
Although we didn't actually make the rules for the female to be the same as the male.
But I
Joni
suppose-
Mitchell's still alive.
Yeah, she is.
Just about.
Joni Mitchell and or Carole King.
As your singer-songwriter.
Yeah. Someone a bit of punk. Do we have Susie Quattro?
I don't want to say she's punk.
She's not top table, is she?
Rock and roll. She was in Happy Days, for God's sake.
Yeah, she was.
I like her. I like her. I always
Aretha
liked
died
her.
in 2018, guys, so she's out and all.
Yeah.
Tina Turner, we haven't Tina in.
I reckon by the time we
I think we're going to have
publish
to
this,
go for Tina, aren't we?
we
She had a
better-
wonderful double career.
Yeah.
If you think about it, she had a wonderful career. First time around, a little 10-year gap, then reinvented herself, and another 10 years of great stuff. I watched her documentary film a couple of years ago. It's very interesting as well.
What's life got to do with it? That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm happy. I'm happy with Tina Turner. I think.
I think
No,
overall,
I think that's a good call.
because most of the other people are dead.
Yeah.
It's by default, Tina.
Come on, Tina, you're in love.
Well done. She lives in Switzerland.
Does she?
Yeah.
So that.
Lake Burn. Very hot.
Next
So-
to the Dignitas clinic, just in case. She's at a certain age now,
Do you know what? Yeah, that Dignitas place. I really hope that for your breakfast on your last day they give you a bowl of Cheerios. Oh dear. Fucking brilliant. So we've got one more space. So
Are we sure?
I think so.
Kate Bush.
Kate Bush is still
Debbie
alive.
Harry.
Debbie Harry's still alive. Madonna's still alive. And Adele is still alive.
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton.
And Dolly Parton.
We just put Tina Turner on there.
And Tina Turner.
Are they safe? Are those 6
So
safe?
Tina, Dolly, Madonna, Adele, Debbie Harry,
Kate.
and Kate Bush.
There's your 6. We've finally done it, guys. We've got
Is
a
that
6.
your 6?
Is there anything else we can squeeze on? there?
I think we can have 2 standbys because with our
had
luck, we're going to
standbys.
kill a couple of people off, aren't we?
Well, it seems
So-
like the women aren't as strong as the men.
I think then maybe the ones I've been shouting for, Carole King and Joni Mitchell, must go on standby,
Well, I have to put it says
even though they're both.
for PJ Harvey.
I thought you say PJ Duncan.
No, PJ Harvey.
Yeah,
I love her music. I'm not sure you.
Polly
either of you.
Polly Jane.
Polly Jean.
Polly Jean. Polly Jean is not my that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I fantastic music. Most people won't know her music though.
No,
But she's had
She's
10, 15, 10
only
12.
back up, isn't she?
She's had 10, 12
and we're putting
albums.
Kylie
She's
on
still going.
And we're putting Kylie on the back of the table because I did tell her a few hours ago to get herself ready because she's got a night out.
PJ Harvey did a lot of her music for.
I think Kylie should go on the table on the 6.
Who
Peaky Blinders music is
Did
well,
she?
that's PJ Harvey. And
So who are we knocking off the table then to put Kylie on?
I think Kylie's a backup.
I think we'll get rid of Kate Bush. Listeners, Hammy's giving me a filthy look just now.
How dare you?
So that's our top table with Kylie, Joni Mitchell, and Carol.
Kylie
Carole King.
ahead of Debbie Harry, maybe.
Possibly. Because Debbie Harry was in a group, wasn't she? And when she left the group to become solo, she didn't really stand up.
Yeah, maybe. Well, we haven't.
What do you think?
He's going
So
to.
I really like Debbie Harry, but I also love. I mean, do you know? I
Let's
think
be
it's much of a
controversial.
muchness.
Let's be controversial and say Debbie Harry's out, replaced by Kylie.
Debbie on the old reserve list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Right, so that's that done. But like episode 5, when we asked you to pick winners between old and new,
If you disagree with us, tell us.
yeah, it's simple as that. If you think that
We
our,
may have forgotten
our choices
completely about
are
somebody.
rubbish, get involved on our Twitters, our Facebooks, and tell us. Engage. That's what we want you to do, people. Engage with us.
Social media is a great tool for this sort of thing.
It is.
Use it.
Share. Subscribe.
And she didn't get
She
on.
never got on.
And if you can come up with a little end jingle rather than hearing Party to tell you to F off, let us know. So anyway, it's a good night from me, Verzo.
It's Kate.
What's going on? It's Hammy
It's good night from Hammy.
and Party.
It's good night from Parky. I'm not saying it tonight. There you
Okay.
go.
Ah, fuck off.